Once upon a time, there was a Sears employee, Benjamin Edward Fitzgerald. Ben E. Fitz, for short. Now, old Ben led a good life. He didn't smoke. He didn't drink.
But I sure know how to party.
Ben enjoyed life's simple pleasures. The sun on his back, the smell of a rose on a warm summer day.
You turn your back for a second and somebody drops a piano on you.
He also enjoyed life's extra pleasures.
Hey, nice car. I'm not enjoying this at all. I thought we were supposed to be doing a benefits video.
What Ben really enjoyed most about life was his home.
I can't wait to put my feet up.
That stable, loving environment. The security of knowing when things get rough, you can always go home.
Somebody obviously has a thing about pianos.
Sorry, Ben, but you really never know when a so-called piano could fall into your life. You never expect the unexpected. That's why Sears has a well-balanced employee benefit package, one that addresses both the present and future needs of our employees. The benefit package can be divided into 3 general categories: health and welfare benefits, lifestyle enhancement benefits, and retirement and capital accumulation benefits. First, let's look at health and welfare benefits. These benefits address very realistic needs of our employees, the day-to-day needs. This would include group life insurance, voluntary personal accident insurance, long-term disability insurance, extended health and dental, and sick pay. One of the most common financial worries is, what will happen if? Well, Sears Health and Welfare Benefits can help make this worry a thing of the past. With present needs taken care of, we'd like to help you enhance your lifestyle. Maybe you could buy that hot little red sports car. At Sears, lifestyle enhancement benefits include vacation pay, statutory holiday pay, a discount on property insurance through Allstate, and last but not least, the employee discount. We all know what a difference this discount can make on large purchases, but think of how the savings add up on small, everyday purchases. Well, now that life is grand and you have some protection against those nasty pianos falling out of the sky, what's left?
Lunch? I'm starved.
No, Ben. The future, that's what. Sears helps you prepare for the future by providing retirement and capital accumulation benefits. These plans include Sears Registered Retirement Plan, retirement savings through voluntary participation, and the new plan for sharing profits with employees. These benefits help you plan for the future, whether it be a more comfortable retirement, your child's tuition, or that vacation in the sunny South. Sears is a large corporation in a competitive retail market. There is a lot at stake, so we feel it's good business to provide protection and security to our employees. Depending on whether you're full-time or part-time and your length of service, you may be eligible for some or all of these benefits. Be assured that your personnel department will notify you as soon as you become eligible to participate. In the meantime, for more information, read the plan booklets and refer to the benefits poster in your personnel department. So, what do you think?
As long as I'm covered against pianos, I'm all for it.
Good. Now we're going to take a closer look at a benefit that can really pay off for you. The new plan for sharing profits with employees.
Hold it right there, bub. We're talking another payroll deduction here, aren't we? Jeez, more deductions. They get you coming and going.
Wait a minute, Ben. You're not giving it a chance. You shouldn't look at profit sharing as a deduction, but as an investment. Profit sharing is like saving money out of every pay. except that the return is much better than you'd get at a bank. How about I explain it to you? What do you know about profit sharing?
I know it's another deduction.
Maybe I'd better start from the beginning. All employees are eligible to join the plan. Full-time employees are eligible after 1 year of service. Part-time employees after 2,000 hours of work. So, are you eligible?
Yeah, I'm eligible. I'm also old enough to vote, but that doesn't mean I like the candidates. Keep talking.
Okay. The most important thing to remember is that it's not a deduction, it's a contribution. And you have two choices to make when you join. First, you have to decide how much you want to contribute. 1% of your pay to a $500 limit is the minimum payroll contribution, and 5% is the maximum, with a $2,500 limit. The second decision you have to make is where you want to put your contribution. There are two options. You can either direct it to the equity option, where your contribution is used to purchase shares in Sears stock, or you can put it into the registered option, which is used to purchase an RRSP. Your RRSP contribution allows you to put off paying taxes until you take the money out.
There's that word. I hate that word. I hate taxes. I'm always paying taxes. I think they're gonna tax the air next. That's what I think.
Well, that's what's so good about this. Your contribution to the RRSP is a tax shelter, which means you don't pay tax on it right now, only when you cash it in. And if you wait until you retire to cash it in, since your income is lower, the tax you pay will be lower. Anyway, that's what you have to decide. Do you put your money into an RRSP, the registered option, or do you purchase shares, the equity option?
I'd like to purchase lunch. But answer me this, Mr. Know-It-All. How much does the company kick in, and where do they put their money?
The company contribution to your account always goes to purchase shares. Every year, the company puts from 4 to 6% of the before-tax profits into the profit-sharing account. The bigger the profit, the higher the percentage. In 1989, the company put in $9,909,000. If you look in the booklet, there's a table that breaks the percentages down.
That's a load of dough. But let's cut through the layers, Bub. How much do I get?
Well, that depends on how long you've worked for Sears and how much you contribute. To get specific, we have to divide all our members into 4 groups. Group A, these are members of the plan who have less than 5 years of service at Sears. They get 1 times the base rate when they contribute 1% of their pay. Group B are members of the plan who have 5 years but less than 10 years. When they contribute 1% of their pay, they get 1.5 times the base rate. Group C are members of the plan who have 10 years but less than 25 years of service. Their 1% contribution gets 2 times the base rate. Group D are members of the plan who have 25 years or more of service. Their 1% contribution gets 2.5 times the base rate. If employees choose to contribute more than 1%, up to the maximum of 5% of their pay, each additional dollar receives 10% of the base rate, regardless of your length of service.
Okay, this is good. Very informative. Yes, it's all clearing up for me now. I only have one question. What on earth is a base rate?
Every year, the company uses a calculation that takes into account the number of members, their years of service, and other factors, and divides it into the total company contribution. This provides a dollar figure, which they call a base rate. Every member's account, depending on whether you're in Group A, B, C, or D, and the size of their contribution, gets a multiple of this dollar figure. For 1989, the base rate was $1.23. Do you know what that means, Ben?
Absolutely not. But you sound like you know what you're talking about.
Okay, here's an example. Let's pretend you're in Group A, less than 5 years service. You make, say, $20,000 a year, and you choose to contribute 1% of your pay. 1% of $20,000 is $200. Your $200 receives 1 times the base rate. So that's $1.23 for every dollar you put in.
So, Sears contributed $246. Get out of here.
No, it's true. And if you were in Group B, your 1% contribution would get 1.5 times the base rate. That's $1.85 for every dollar you contribute. Group C gets 2 times as much. That's $2.46 for every dollar contributed. And Group D gets 2.5 times as much. That's $3.08 for every dollar you contribute. That's $616, and you only put in $200. Any questions?
Yeah, when can I get it?
Well, there are a few rules. Once you're vested, you can withdraw the full amount of your account.
Vested? Hang on. Okay, I'm vested.
Sorry, I guess I should explain that. Vested means that you've been a member of the plan for 3 years and are entitled to the full value of your account.
What if I need it before 3 years?
As a non-vested member, you can make a complete withdrawal, but you only get your own contributions back plus interest. If you are vested, you can make a complete withdrawal, but you have to wait a year before you rejoin the plan. This means that you lose out on the company's contribution for that year. Oh, also, and this is really neat, as a vested member, you can make a partial withdrawal of up to 60% of your account every 12 months. That's new this year. You stay a member of the plan, but you have access to your money when you need it.
So, I can have my cake and eat it too?
Exactly.
Hey, what's the catch? It's a business, not a charity. What does the company get out of it?
Why don't I tell you exactly what Sears gets out of your participation? We get your commitment to the company. After all, as a plan member, you want the profit to be as high as possible, so you'll probably give a little more effort to your job. You'll also try to eliminate as much waste as possible. Every little bit helps. If you have a stake in the profits, you try harder. We get happier customers. If all our employees want Sears to do well, all aspects of our service are better. Everyone tries harder, and our customers win. That means they'll keep coming back to Sears. And finally, our shareholders are happier. Because of improved sales and profits, more people want to invest in our company. This increases the value of the shares, which is good for you, the company, and all shareholders. And don't forget, you'd be a shareholder too.
I'd be a shareholder? I'm surprised it's so simple. I thought they'd stick my money in a Swiss bank account or something weird like that. Hey, you're not yanking my chain, are you?
Nope. And to prove it, take one last look at these numbers. In the last 5 years, the company has contributed $40 million. A Group B member whose 1% contribution was $200 a year, or $1,000 total for the last 5 years, would have received $1,638 from the company. It's an excellent return for a $1,000 investment. So, Ben, what are you waiting for? Are you ready to invest in this plan?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the big pitch to come.
Well, if all this doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
I'm convinced. I was making a joke. Jeez, get with it.
And as the story ends, Benny Fitz lived happily, let's make that very happily and very securely ever after. No, oh, Ben, you wouldn't.
Maybe I would. Sears' new plan for sharing profits, where you get your money's worth and more.